You know you should be practicing slow, but you also know that it can be so freaking boring. Well, we're going to change that today.
Stop trying to practice your entire piece slow. Just break it up in sections. It's really difficult to keep your attention for such a long time. When you break it into small sections, it's shorter, so you have to focus a shorter amount of time, and you can do much more variation. For example, you can practice a section in a slow tempo and immediately follow that up with a middle tempo or a fast tempo. And then you can go right back to slow again, just providing you with more variation.
Now let me sit there because I want to show you tip number 2. Opus 90, number 4 by Schubert. That's one of his impromptus, and it sounds like this. Pick your telephone, open the metronome app, and simply do this. You're going to put the metronome ticking on each 16th note. So for example, slow would mean 100. This tempo is 100, which would mean this. Or with 2 hands. Etc. Otherwise, I have to put the metronome on each quarter note to have a tick with each quarter note, which would mean that I have to wait 4 16th notes for 1 tick. For a lot of people, that can become extremely boring and difficult to follow. So to make your life fun and nice, and at the same time you train your rhythm, you're following a metronome, you have a lot of ticks going on. So that represents another set of challenges that are very nice while actually accomplishing playing slow.
So lastly, set a goal when you practice. Imagine if you walk into a supermarket and you give yourself the goal, I have to get food for the entire week. I definitely know what I would probably end up home with. Pizza and M&Ms, maybe? But definitely not food for the whole week, right?
And do you realize the amount of time you're going to spend in the shop without actually accomplishing anything?
No, absolutely.
Or accomplishing that halfway?
Absolutely. So you're not going to come home with enough food for sure, and you're inefficient. So what do? We make a grocery list, right? Well, loads of people practice this way. They just say, okay, I'm going to practice slow and I'm going to make my piece better. That's super vague. So set a clear goal. The more clear the goal, the more efficient your practice will be, and the more focused you'll be. It's much easier to focus on one thing than to focus on this kind of vague global idea, right? So next time that you practice slow, set yourself a goal. For example, sometimes if my piece is very sloppy, my goal will simply be hit all the right notes, and I'm gonna just really focus all of my attention on that. Sometimes my attention can be, this rhythm is really difficult. My goal is going to be, I'm gonna count out loud while I'm counting slow. It can be tons of different things, but even thinking about a goal and then setting it and focusing on it while you're practicing slow is just super fun.
I absolutely love this last idea because I think it's having a goal, like I was thinking while you were talking, and I think it's brilliant because it really gives you, I don't know, it gives you purpose to sit behind and go with that idea of practicing slow. It's really, really wonderful. I'll be curious, we'll be curious, I'm sure that you'll be curious too, to see down in the comments below, can you come up with other fun reasons or fun ways to practice slow? Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and...
One more thing that can make your slow practice more boring than it needs to be is not having the right practice tempo. We talk about all that and more in this video over here.
See you next time.